We're talking down payment assistance, how to buy a house with little to no money out of pocket. All right, you guys ready?
I came out to the event because I am a first-time home buyer, so I wanted to get some information on the home buying process. I thought Bob Mortgage was the most stylish man in the room, full of energy, great host.
So basically you're saying even if you have money, you can actually get money to buy the house?
Sure. The thing that I talk to folks a lot about too is like maybe you do have the money for your closing, but after you get to the closing, you might not have, you might be busted when you get the keys. The thing that I try to stress to people is to make sure that you have reserves for things that come up.
Gotcha. So Marty Gold Financial. So are there any, I don't know, like income or credit limitations or requirements for down payment assistance programs to access these funds?
So for a family of one, starting with HUD's median income, you can make about $43,000 and you still qualify for most of the government assistance programs. And then the number goes up from there. The more in the house, the more you can make. There are a few other programs out here that have a different income structure and they go higher from there, but they start at about $43,000.
Start at about $43,000. Now, let's talk, because I know I want Tammy to speak on some of the city stuff, but there are some state programs, right? So I guess we break them out between city and state. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Now, does the state down payment assistance programs have different income requirements for those?
Their program requirements are a little bit higher. You have some programs that we're working with right now where you can make $66,000 for a family of one, $83,000 for a family of one, and some go up to like $100,000 for household income size.
So you can make some good money, $100,000, and still be able to access some of these down payment assistance programs that are offered through the state of Texas. Now, what about credit? Okay, so what kind of credit scores do they have to qualify for these?
So with most programs, they say if you can get a lender approval, then you can use their down payment assistance. So a lot of them don't really go into credit score. If your lender can get you approved for a loan, they'll work with you.
So if the lender can get you approved, you can access the funds. So it's pretty important to talk to the lender, I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay, and they're going to be the direct access to these funds.
Right. Most lenders that work with the down payment assistance program, they'll work closely with them to know what their qualifications are. So they'll kind of mirror their qualifications to say, go see this person. And of course, they're going to ask, the first thing they're going to ask for is an approval letter from your lender to start. So once we give them that approval letter, then that opens up the conversation with down payment assistance.
Okay. Now, Tammy, as far as the city, because we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the state stuff, and then I'm going to go into the city stuff, but the city has some amazing programs, right? So kind of give me an idea of what the city of Dallas is offering as far as down payment assistance.
Okay, so the city's program, we're focused on providing assistance to homeowners or home buyers who are low to moderate income. So you have to be at least 60% of the area median income, but not more than 80%. Now, you have to, of course, purchase within the city limits of Dallas proper. So if you're looking to go DeSoto or Garland, we weren't able to help you with that. So you do have to buy within the city limits of Dallas. Now, the amount of funding that we provide is based on where you buy. You can obtain up to $60,000 in assistance.
Who? How much?
Up to $60,000 in
Holy, that's what my first house cost. Up to $60,000 in assistance?
$60,000 in assistance. Now, our underwrite is the actual amount of assistance is based on need. So, but it is capped at $60,000 in assistance. So that is pretty much it. It's a forgivable loan based on the affordability period that you're going to receive. But it is something that it is forgiven over a period of time. Now,
do they just go to you to get that, or do they go to one of the lenders here and then they go to the city?
So to qualify for our program, first we require home buyers to take 8 hours of home buyer education. We always want to make sure that our home buyers are educated in the home buying process. You're going to get a certificate of completion, which is valid for a year. Then your next step is to get mortgage pre-qualification from one of the approved lenders with our program. So yes, you do have to have mortgage pre-qualification.
Okay. Daniel, Bank of America, thank you for coming, sir. Do you have to be a first-time home buyer to qualify? Whether, you can speak to the city, you can speak to the state programs. Do you have to be a first-time home buyer to be able to qualify to access these down payment assistance funds?
So that's going to be very dependent on the actual program that you're qualifying for. Some programs do have a first-time home buyer requirement, which basically means if you haven't owned a property or had any interest in a property within the last 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer. But a lot of these programs as well are very directed to what we consider low to moderate income families. So depending on the area you purchase or your income, you qualify for that. But no, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to access these programs.
Guys, thank you so much for giving us your time today. I really do appreciate that.